You've been taught that strength is forged in steel. The unyielding stance, the ruthless resolve, the armor of invulnerability. You believed softness was weakness, a crack in your citadel ready to be exploited. But true power is born in a gentle heart, a tender resolve that bends without breaking. Today you will construct your own fortress of softness, walls that cradle rather than repel, gates that open rather than bar, so that vulnerability becomes your strongest defense. You begin by closing your eyes and placing a hand over your heart. You feel its steady pulse, a quiet drummer beneath your ribs. You breathe into its rhythm, inhaling compassion, exhaling self-judgment. You whisper, "Here I stand, open yet unshakable." In that moment, you recognize softness not as absence of power, but as the shape of true resilience. You open your eyes and gather in your mind the images of what softness looks like. A mother's gentle touch, a friend's patient listening, the petals of a flower unfurling at dawn. You let these images flow through you, the warmth of a hand held in silence, the spark of understanding that dispels anger, the quiet bloom of hope in dark soil. You realize each is a brick in the fortress you will build. You step into a journal exercise. On the first page you write, "My softness is," and you fill in the rest with the qualities you wish to fortify: gentle speech, empathetic gaze, openness to feeling. You treat each trait as a stone, shaping its edges with honest reflection. You write of the times your kindness bridged a chasm, the moments your tears ignited shared healing, the acts of care that restored fractured bonds. Each memory cements your belief in softness as sanctuary. You decide to anchor these stones in daily ritual. Each morning you will place one stone, a word carved on paper, into a small wooden box: patience, listening, forgiveness. You will open the box each evening and touch each stone, recalling how you practiced that softness in your day. The patient pause before responding, the attentive silence in another's pain, the forgiveness offered to your own missteps. You carry this practice into your interactions. When conflict arises, you resist the urge to fortify walls of anger. Instead, you breathe into your chest, reach for gentle speech, and speak, "I hear you're hurt." You feel the tremor in your voice as you lower the drawbridge of ego, and you watch tension soften in return. You discover that a gentle bridge holds far more weight than an iron gate. In moments of self-criticism, you turn inward and offer yourself the embrace you would give a friend. You whisper, "I forgive you," and you press your hands to your cheeks, feeling the warmth of compassion thaw the frost of doubt. You learn that a fortress built from self-acceptance never collapses under the stones of failure. You extend your fortress outward by small acts of care. A midday check-in with a colleague, a note of appreciation to someone who works unseen, a moment of shared silence with a loved one. Each act reinforces the walls of softness, creating a network of sanctuaries around you and those you touch. As weeks pass, you feel the fortress rising within and without. You stand at its ramparts, soft-spoken yet unbreakable, open to feeling yet steadfast in purpose. You smile at the paradox. That vulnerability can guard you more securely than armor ever could. You close today's practice by placing your hand on the wooden box of stones. You whisper gratitude to each trait you've honored. You vow to carry these stones with you always, building, brick by gentle brick, a fortress of softness that shelters the world with its quiet strength.